Hello, this is Thomas K4SWL, and if you're new here, I like to do real-time, real-life amateur radio field activations, and today is no exception. I am at Pilot Mountain State Park here in sort of north of Winston-Salem, northwest of Winston-Salem, North Carolina. First time at this park. This one is new to me. It is not an all-time new one for anyone. Lots of people have activated this park, and I can see why. It is absolutely stunning. There's some just wonderful views here. It's kind of a prominence. In fact, it's a soda summit as well, but I don't think anybody's activated it because it would pretty much require a rock climber to do it. If they even allow it. I guess they do, though. I'm just doing a park activation today. This is Kilo 2750. I've decided to pull out my Yaesu FT-817. I had planned to use the keyer with it. I actually have an external keyer, but realized I left it in the car, and I just don't want to hike back to get it, to be honest. I'm in a little bit of a hurry. I need to do this pretty quickly and then head back home. So I don't want this activation to take a really long time. Thing is, propagation's a little weird today. I had fantastic results on a soda summit just a little earlier, and that was wonderful. But I know that we're being hit by a coronal mass ejection right now, and it could be that that's messing with the bands. I have no idea, but the bands are super, super quiet, and that kind of worries me a little bit. Maybe there's just no activity, but it's really quiet. And so I've paired my speaker wire antenna with the FT-817. You can see it here. I'll show you this connection here. This is basically just a BNC binding post adapter, and I've hooked up one 28.5 foot piece of wire to this side, just some speaker wire, and a 28.5 foot piece of wire to this side for the counterpoise that I've just laid down on the ground. It's hooked up to the antenna port on the T1, and then of course I've got a little, like a 2 foot, if that, cable assembly just going to the BNC connector here on my 817. People ask me why I like the 817. This is one of the things. It has a BNC connector on the front. On the back it has an SO 239, so it'll accept a PL 259, and that's one of the reasons I love this radio so much. Also, I've got something new here, and I have to thank Nathan, N8HWV, November 8, Hotel Whiskey Victor, for sending this to me. It's very nice. He and actually another subscriber noticed that when I use my paddles, I use them almost like a single lever. I rarely do iambic keying. I do a little bit, but not a whole lot. And he very kindly sent me these CW Morse paddles, which is very nice. I had never seen these before. They have two paddles, but it's just a single lever. So you can see here, there's no, these paddles, you can't push them or anything. And it's nice because it, it feels really good in the hand. And so I'm going to try to use this as a single lever paddle today. I haven't done this in ages, months and months. I haven't tried to use a single lever. One day I may brave up and actually try to use it as a side swiper or cootie, and which is a single lever straight key, basically. I don't know if I'll get there or not, but I've got friends that do it and they like it. And it's kind of interesting because my cord here for the for the key actually matches the color of the paddles. I didn't do that by design, they just did. But anyway, thank you again, Nathan, for doing that. Very kind of you. I hear somebody calling CQ on my frequency. Actually, I'll move up a little bit. I don't have a frequency. I've just been sitting here a long time as I set everything up. But my speaker wire antenna, I hope will get us out today. I've already, gosh, did I tune this? I can't remember. Let me see here. Let me go into the settings. Change this to SWR. Yeah, I've got a perfect 1-to-1 SWR. Perfect. Okay. Let's see. I need a power output now. I'm running 5 watts out. And let's get this guy going. Let me send a text, if I can, to my buddy Mike, letting him know where I am. And I have no service. That's too bad. That's all right. I'll try it. I'll see if I can get some service here in a second. I'll start calling CQ and see if I can get it in. If I get nobody responding, then let me see if I can get just enough. 14042 gets K2750. K2750. Let's go ahead and start. You know what? I think I may be on top of somebody there. I think they're coming up. I'm going to move just a little bit. I don't want to be on top of somebody. It looks like they're really weak and they just came up. 14043. Oh, I'm not able to get anything through right now. Let me try this again. I can use my Garmin InReach if I need to. Sometimes it takes. The reverse beacon network functionality was not working earlier today. By the way, I'm doing a long call. So I do short calls, short CQ calls once I know I've been spotted. I've had my antenna up like this curious ant went all the way up my antenna wire into the tree. Go, go, go. Good to get you in the logs again. Sierra, Charlie, Oscar. It always feels good to hear the RR when you're not 1,000% sure that you got it right. Oh, it's a park to park. Sorry, I got distracted. Okay. Okay, let's see. I'll get the KG first. Okay, no. Is he still there? Maybe he moved on or I moved out. Okay. 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 Oh, wait. Okay, well. Okay, let me see if I got this right. Okay. Oh, wait. Huh, nothing heard. Okay, I'll kind of lightly mark that through. Sorry. Sometimes I think I hear a station stronger than they are. Okay, that's right. I don't know why I was freaking out on that one. My brain was just going on vacation. Okay, we're going to move down to the 40 meter band. I think I heard somebody come in. Okay, maybe not. Let's move down here and let's tune up. So press and hold this. I don't hear anybody on frequency right now. I hear some QR Nancy. That sounds like T-Storm somewhere. Look at that. Seriously? Let's try this again. That's hard to believe. Yeah, 1 to 1. Okay, I've got to believe it. It is really humid today, but this is such a beautiful setting. Other than seeing some cars go by, this park's really nice. It's kind of nice after I had a really decent hike today. Well, it was about 4.3 miles, I think, the loop. But the first part was a lot of steps. I don't like steps, and it was almost entirely steps. Worth it, but I felt like I did something, which I liked, for a little 2-point summit and for a park. So now we'll operate a little bit on 40 meters. Unfortunately, I'm unable to send a spot. Oh, maybe I can. Let's see if I can get it now. 7063 K 2750. See if Mike can get this. Now, again, I would never send a CQ call that long in the middle of operating, when people are coming back to me and I know I'm spotted on the network. But when I'm trying to get the reverse beacon network to pick me up, or I'm trying to attract some people and I have no calls in my logs, that'll do a little bit longer. Let me just send one more message here real quick. Glad I got him in there before he was getting weak. So I'm drinking a little water here on the side. I don't often do that, but sometimes I'll send QRZ. You know what? I may not call CQ here very long. I'm seeing now that it's like near 4 o'clock in the afternoon here, and I have about a 2-hour drive home. Okay. Sometimes when I send QRT, I go ahead and get another call in. Okay, so I'll turn this down. You know, I'll turn it off right now. Well, that, if you are not used to this, those pops and stuff that you're hearing there on the 40 meter band, those are thunderstorms. Probably thunderstorms within a 800 to 1200, 1500 mile range around me. And sometimes in the summer that can be a real pain. You can narrow your filter, especially in CW, and pretty much mitigate a lot of that. A little tougher to do in single sideband because you need enough bandwidth to understand the voice. But that is something you have to deal with in the summer. And the lower bands are more affected by it, 40 meters and down especially. It can be really brutal at nighttime on the 80 meter band. Let's see how many I got here in the logs before we get off here. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Not bad, 20. I didn't bring my tablet with me today, so I wasn't able to do live logging and I'll have to go back and do it tonight, which I'm never thrilled about doing, because I'll have this log to put in, then I'll have the log to put in for the previous activation today in both POTA and Summits on the Air, so that'll be a lot of logging. And that's just sort of the administrative work you do when you do park activations or any kind of like summit activation or anything. But I'll hop up now. I don't have hardly anyone around me, but this is a really nice area for doing parks on the air, I have to say. The picnic area here is not huge. There are only there are probably less than a dozen tables that are out underneath trees. There's a big covered area over here. You have to hike into this, maybe, I mean, it's not far, like maybe 75 meters, if that, to hike in. But there's some really nice hikes here at this park, and I'll have to come back here and check it out. Their visitor center looks brand new and is just amazing. It's about 2 miles down the mountain here. But anyway, I'm going to pack it up. Thank you again for joining me. I appreciate having the company as we do a little park activation. This is just, it was a lot of fun. I've said it before, there's something very appealing about the 817. It's reliable, it works, it's solid. I do love this radio, and I like taking it out and having it in rotation. So I think next time, though, I'm going to pull out the TX500. I don't know what the next park will be, but I'll probably do that. And yeah, so if you've got time this week, next week, anytime in the near future, don't hesitate to go out and play a little radio in the field. If you're getting your CW chops and just trying to learn it, my best advice for you, and this is what I did, once I've learned it enough that I feel comfortable sending my call sign, hearing my own call sign, sending 7.3s and 599 and all that stuff, consider chasing parks or chasing summits. Especially, parks are kind of more accessible. Here in North America, we've got more park activators out there doing things, and it may be a little easier if you live here to find a park and work parks all day long. In CW, it's very formulaic, and I've mentioned this on my blog. You can go there and check it's a very formulaic thing where if you're chasing someone, if you listen to this video, you'll hear what they're sending. They basically send their call sign. When I come back, I give them a signal report. They come back, say thank you, and give a signal report, and send their 7.3s, and that's it. And so you can always do this. It's very formulaic, and it kind of gives you a little confidence before you go out and do an activation. But activations aren't that tough to do. Even when I had sort of pile-ups going on earlier today at another activation, and maybe I think we had some little mini pile-ups here, I just listen. Usually my goal is to kind of listen for whatever trails at the end, and sometimes I'll even make one or two. I'll note down a couple of different call signs as I'm listening, if I can do that. But if you just listen to like just the tail end, maybe of what you can hear, or if you hear a couple of characters together, like a KN or an AZ in there somewhere, send a question mark, and people will come back to you, and usually only one person will come back. If you're sending a K or a W or an N with a question mark, you may get multiples, because there are lots of call signs that start with K, W, N, and A, and all those here in North America. So anyway, thank you once again for joining me. If you feel like it, you can click on the subscribe button. If not, that's perfectly fine too. It is nice to get the subscriptions because it kind of gives me an idea of who's watching, and I really appreciate your kind comments. I'm going to have to set this up and roll it up, but I've gotten really good. I've really gotten good at this. You probably saw a previous video where I show how to pack this. I can pack this up in 2 minutes now, and it's just so easy to do. But I need to do that, pack all this stuff up, and hit the road. So thank you so much for joining me, and 7.3s.